Football had what ended up being an off week due to weather from Hurricane Helene. Kind of affected a lot of the Gulf South Conference and football in the South. So technically had an off week, but they're getting ready for Shawan on Saturday, October 5th. It's a pink out game, so we encourage everyone to come and wear pink for breast cancer awareness. So football's coming off a 27-24 victory over Fort Valley State from 2 weeks ago. And with that being said, I'll bring up Coach Cooley for some opening comments and then open it up for questions.
Well, I wish I was up here talking about a game last week, but, Mother Nature's undefeated, and we just hope that everybody has been affected by that is safe. I know that was a sticky situation there. I appreciate the way that Erskine handled it with their administration. Kids were kind of on a roller coaster because we were on the buses, and that's nobody's fault. But we were on the buses, had to turn around, and then we felt like we had something worked out with another school, which we could have played a home game Saturday night. They agreed to everything that they asked for. We agreed to everything they asked for. They agreed to play us, and then got a text saying that they weren't going to play us. So our kids were kind of on a roller coaster. I was really proud of our players. We were going to play a team with basically no prep. We'd played them before. They knew us. We knew them. But our kids didn't back down. Our players didn't back down. They wanted to play. I wanted to play. Our coaching staff wanted to play, and it's unfortunate it didn't happen, so now we got to move on. Took advantage of the weekend, got some guys healed up, hopefully, a little rest. Getting ready for a Shawan team coming in here that just defeated Mississippi College 27-25. Big win for them on their homecoming. So they're coming in here with a little momentum, and we need everybody to show up Saturday night. We need a great home field advantage. We need a great environment Saturday night. So I hope everybody will come out at 6 o'clock on Saturday night and watch our young men play. I think we were ready to play last week. I think we had a really good week of practice. So it's unfortunate that we didn't get to put our product on the field last week, but that's life, and you got to be where your feet are right now, and we can't control that. So we're just getting ready to play this week and hopefully play a really good game at home.
Overall, when you looked at the course of the events through the weekend, just looking at the kids, just talking about overall how they handled it mentally.
Man, it was tough. That was weird. That was a roller coaster. We bring them in here and they're having to put their stuff up, and then I'm late to a meeting in here as soon as we get back because I'm trying to work on another deal. So I come in and say, hey, man, we might be playing tomorrow night at home, and that got them excited. I said, don't, go to class right now. Stay by your phones. Then the game was agreed to, so I sent out a message to our team meeting at 4 o'clock. We're going to have position meetings. We're going to start looking at a new opponent, and we're going to play tomorrow night at 6. I want to say this. Our administration, top to bottom, did an unbelievable job trying to get us a game because they know games are precious here. And Coach Kennison, his staff, our President Ennis, our security people, our cafeteria people, everybody got on board. There's so much that goes into putting on a football game. People have no idea, and they were all on board to get it done. And just about the time we're ready to announce it and everything, I got the text that said we weren't going to play, so it's very disappointing. But I think our players handled it as good as they could. They were obviously disappointed, but what you going to do? So we just go back to work today. We're going to practice this afternoon and start getting ready for a good Shawan team.
As far as the Shawan coming up, what are some of the things that they may be doing maybe a little bit better than they did last year? Because it's, like you said, they're coming in off a win against Mississippi College.
Well, I think they did a good job creating turnovers. I think they created 6 turnovers on Saturday. Tony Gilbert's the defensive coordinator. Tony was at MC the last few years. He's a heck of a coach. I've known him pretty much my whole life, and he does a really good job. They play a 3-high defense, which that's one advantage. We practiced for a 3-high defense last week for Erskine. Didn't get to play it, and so at least we've got some practice against some of the things. It's different, though, the way they do it. Offensively, they do a lot of things. They're going to run their quarterback. They're going to go unbalanced sets. They're going to run everything they can RPO wise to get mismatches and things of that sort. They're gonna move the pocket around, so they're pretty good. Hopefully, we're gonna have to play well in all three phases. But I think if there's an advantage coming in this game, it might be might be for us in special teams. I hope we do. I feel like our kicking game, so far on tape, what we've shown, it gives us a little bit of an advantage there. We hope so. We feel like we're playing better in the kicking game. We played better against Fort Valley as far as I know we got a punt blocked and all that, but we played pretty good, made some kicks, covered kicks better, hit a decent punt return. So we're starting to buy in a little bit more on that, and that's what I'm hoping continues to improve.
As far as one coach, not mistaken, last year you had to come back in the second half and beat them. They were up on you at halftime. In terms of using that game as a reference point, is that something that you'll be talking about maybe more so to your team this week? Say, hey guys, this is a squad that we had to battle back from a year ago.
I think so, but you also have to understand what all went into that last year. We got there at, I think it was supposed to be a 1 o'clock kick. We get to the stadium about 10:45, and then we get dressed, and by the time we get dressed, they say there's lightning delays. We sat on a bus for 6 hours watching it. When it finally did start raining, it sure enough rained. And then we took the field and just stayed out there for a game, and it was basically up to us to play. And I think that had something to do with it. Our kids were sitting on buses. Their kids were inside their locker room. We were having to bring food in. Parents were helping us try to get food for our kids because we were starving. And I think a lot of that had to do with it, just to be honest. But I don't think anybody's on that trip's ever going to forget that trip. That's for sure. And I think we're going to be ready to play Saturday night. I do. I think they're a tough team, and it's a Gulf South game, and we didn't get to play a Gulf South game last week. So we're excited to start Gulf South play finally.
In terms of the Fort Valley game, is that book that's closed, or is that something that you say, hey guys, we got to build on what happened now almost 2 weeks ago?
No, I think it's you're always. I don't know if it's closed, but I don't think you're referencing it as much. It's just been a weird deal because you're prepared. When you have an open week, you kind of know what's coming next, and you treat an open week differently. We prepared to play a game and got packed up, and we're on our way to go play a game, and then got called back off the road, and then we were going to play another team, which is probably a little bit crazy, but when you want kids to play, you'll do whatever it takes. And our kids wanted to play, and I want them to play. So I don't know. It's like we had learned. It's like we did that last week, and now what you do this week is you learn from your last game you played. So we didn't play one. So I guess maybe to answer your question, we still would go back to some of those things that happened against Fort Valley, but it's a unique situation. Just what we've had to go through here. Nothing major, but just unique.
You don't mind the team that you were going to try to play Saturday here? What school was that?
That was Shorter.
Shorter, okay.
Yeah, Shorter University. Yeah, that was them. We had them locked in. They were coming and backed out. So, yeah, that's who it was. We play them every year. I mean, not like we don't know them. They don't know us. Anything else? I just hope everybody will come out Saturday night. I think it's going to be a good night. Breast cancer awareness. It's a great night in Cleveland, and I just want to see our guys play hard. We're going to have to win this game. Appreciate y'all. Go Statesman.
All right, so that's it for the coaches this week because both men's and women's soccer are gearing up to play Union at Delta Field here in Cleveland. The women start at 1 today, and the men are at 3 p.m. Just a reminder, football plays Shawan University this Saturday at 6 p.m. It is Pink Out for breast cancer awareness. It is our conference opener. Since we didn't get to play our conference opener last week. Golf is at Battle for the Belt, hosted by Henderson State over in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And then men's and women's tennis are hosting the JUCO Invite at the Cleveland Country Club. the Statesman and Lady Statesman play at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Friday. And then women's soccer hosts Mississippi College at 3 p.m. at Delta Field on Friday as well. And then men's soccer is at Christian Brothers on Friday at 6 p.m. in Memphis. And then before the football game versus Shawan, cross country is at the Bellhaven Invitational down in Clinton, Mississippi. And then men's soccer rounds out the action for Delta State Athletics this week on Sunday, October 6th at Harding at 2 p.m. over in Searcy, Arkansas. So that's it for us today.